In today's video, we'll be exploring 10 surprising facts about South Korea. When you think about the country of South Korea, what comes to mind? For some, it is Seoul, the largest metropolitan area in the entire country. For others, it might be kimchi, Korean barbecue, K-pop, or the ever-popular Squid Game Drama Series. But there are so many more fascinating things to know about this unique country. Welcome back to FTD Facts. I'm Sarah Carvalho, and today I'll be going through 10 surprising facts about South Korea. All right, starting off at number 10. South Koreans are 1 year old at birth. Yes, it's true. One of the unique facts about Koreans is that they're automatically considered to be 1 year old at birth. And there are different schools of thought as to why this is, but one explanation is that people think it's because the baby is in the mother's womb for 9 months already, which is already about a year. Therefore, in South Korea, the baby is considered 1 year old when born. Up next, continuing on with our discussion on birthdays, South Koreans turn 1 year older on January 1st. It's super interesting to note that every single South Korean person turns 1 year old on January 1st, regardless of which month or day they were born. So let's say you were born on June 25th, 1991. Even though your birthday is technically in June, you would actually have turned 32 on January 1st of this year, according to the Korean age calculation. And for a baby born on December 31st, it's even more interesting. So get this, a baby born on December 31st would be considered 1 year old. And then the very next day, on January 1st, they would turn 2. Surprising, right? For this reason, many Koreans will differentiate between their Korean age and their international age, especially when speaking to tourists. Now, what does blood type have to do with personality? Well, when getting to know someone, it is common to ask questions about age, height, hobbies, and interests, right? Well, in South Korea, there's also a pretty good chance that you will also be asked what blood type you are. Although it's not scientifically proven, Koreans believe that each blood type has its own unique predictive personality and temperament, similar to horoscopes in the West. To date, Koreans still ask each other's blood type to check personality, temperament, and compatibility before jumping into a relationship, whether it be a romantic or platonic one. Now, imagine turning down a date because their blood type wasn't considered a good match with yours. Interesting. Have you ever heard of TETRAPHOBIA? Now, in case you're not up on your phobia lingo, TETRAPHOBIA means avoiding or fear of the number 4. One of the interesting fun facts about South Korea is that 4 is believed to be an unlucky number. Therefore, in elevators, you'll sometimes see the floors go 1, 2, 3, and then F. Apartments in South Korea with multiples like 404 or 444 in their house number are often avoided, and the property values are actually lower. Now, this is because the word for in Korean is very similar to the word for death. So it's kind of bad luck. All right, and this one is for you tech junkies. South Korea for you would be like heaven. Digital addicts will be relieved to know they'll never have to wait too long for their internet fix in South Korea. The country was judged to have the world's fastest internet connection speed for the 12th consecutive quarter last year. The report showed South Korea's average broadband adoption rate to be 26.1 megabits per second, putting it ahead of Norway, Sweden, Hong Kong, and Switzerland. It also reported to have the best 4G availability in the world, with users able to expect a signal 95.71% of the time. Geez, I have to say I'm pretty envious of that. And coming up at number 5, the halfway point in our video, let's talk a little bit about travel. If you're a fan of travel, this fact will be interesting for you. The most crowded flight path on Earth is found in South Korea. It is the 280-mile journey from Seoul to Jeju International. To give you a better picture, more than 26 million passengers use Jeju Airport each year. And specifically, the flight route from Jeju International to Seoul Gimpo reports around 1,284,989 passengers monthly. Now that's pretty fascinating if you ask me. And you may not have known this, but it's the breakdancing capital of the world. Seoul has been full of world-class b-boys and b-girls since the 1990s. It all started when the rapidly democratizing South Korea started allowing broadcasts from the American Forces Network, which delivers programs to U.S. military personnel around the world. Hip-hop was regularly featured on the network, and its depiction of breakdancing captured the hearts of many Korean youths. By 2002, a Korean breakdance group called the Expression Crew won the international b-boy and b-girl competition known as Battle of the Year. The South Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism promotes breakdancing to the world as a prominent part of the nation's cultural life, and there are even a number of government-sponsored breakdancing competitions each year now. Now, did you know that South Koreans are among the top drinkers in Asia? Yes. Many are surprised to see that Koreans are considered one of the top drinkers in Asia by far. This can be rooted in their tradition and culture, where most holidays are celebrated with alcohol. According to the World Health Organization, Koreans consume an average of 12.3 liters of alcohol per year and are ranked number 17 globally. Koreans drink more alcohol per person per year than Germany, the US, Ireland, Canada, and Australia. A big contributor to this esteemed award is the consumption of soju. Soju is usually around 19% alcohol content and is commonly drunk with main meals in South Korea. Now, imagine you bought a new house and you're having a housewarming party, and all of your guests show up with gifts of toilet paper and soap. So another interesting fun fact about South Korea is that people often give toilet paper and laundry detergent or soap as housewarming gifts. Surprising, right? Well, in South Korea, the rolls of toilet paper symbolize prosperity. A long time ago, things such as toilet paper, soap, and detergent were expensive and considered a luxury. The laundry detergent and dishwashing soap symbolize a home that is spiritually and physically pure, and the bubbles they produce are a sign of money and prosperity. So, when you think about it, they're actually the perfect housewarming gifts. And up at number 1 today, we know South Korea is famous for surgical enhancements. The country offers some of the world's best skincare products and has been reported to have the highest per capita rate of cosmetic surgery in the world, with 1 in 3 women in the country aged between 19 and 29 reported to have gone under the knife, according to a 2015 survey by Gallup Korea. Even metro stations are filled with giant advertisements for cosmetic surgery, showing women with the perfect face, with the most popular procedures being reported as being eyelid surgeries. Now, it's not uncommon for South Korean teenagers to get plastic surgery before they enter university, and they don't even have to worry about seeking parental approval because their parents often encourage it and even pay for it. Not to mention that plastic surgery is apparently much more affordable in South Korea than in other countries, making it much more accessible. All right, friends, this brings us to the end of today's video on 10 surprising facts about South Korea. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Let me know which of these facts was the most interesting or surprising for you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and show us your love, and we'll see you right here next time for more facts. See ya!